welcome Fenris Talks. And today we are talking about Valentine's Day and all the bullshit virtue signaling going on. Alright. What's going on, guys? Ooh, that lighting is fine tonight.
So, alright, get this.
What's going on, Danish Monk? Say, Underdog, how you doing, man? What's going on, Godbotherer? Guys, check this out. I want to show you something. VALENTINE''S Day. Valentine's Day. Let's search. Americans expected to spend $19.6 billion on Valentine's Day, or for Valentine's Day. 54 Valentine's Day specials to impress your date. Yeah, so we're gonna impress that date now, huh? Is that what we're gonna do? Oh, here we go. Huffington Post. Let's see what kind of bullshit they've got. Donald Trump Jr.'s Valentine's Day gift ideas are grounds for divorce. I don't know one woman that would be happy to get this as a present. So straight away, here we go into talking about women getting presents. Right? Not about like let's show love for our significant other. It's about the women's presents. Yeah, you know, Godbotherer says, "Hey, City MGTOW, I was at the wineries yesterday and some cunt of a family YouTube that's comments words not mine. Don't ban me for that. Decided to sit next to me and made their kid sit next to me at the bar. He was farting and I couldn't smell the wine. What cunts, some motherfuckers." Yeah, look, Sergey. What's going on, Sergey? Valentine's Day is just about the dollar bills. And yes, they are nuts, Khalil. So, guys, I literally just... because obviously I saw this this article here, right? What does it say? I'm reading this backwards. Blossom Lane Red or Pink 50 stem roses on sale. $50 a bunch, that's $1 per rose. Now, let's have a look in the catalogue, shall we? Let's have a look in the catalogue. Here we go. Here we go. Love is in the air. That's $1 per rose, $50 a bunch. Got more flowers. Got chocolate-coated strawberries. Oh, you know it, Russell. You know I'm celebrating International MGTOW Day on February 14th, that is. And then we've got all of the wines and all the chocolates and guess who's going to be paying for all the wine and all the chocolate and all the fucking roses? Guess who? Men. Not the women. Men. And yes, that little high-pitched voice was intentional. Roses are red, violets are blue, men are going MGTOW, so are you. Exactly. Interesting to know, good Godmother. Thank you for that. Joseph, what do you mean, man? Join bullets. Tell me what you mean by that, dude. So, okay, let's go to this Valentine's Day article. Oh, hello. Far out. Unbelievable. Here we go. Diamonds, opals, gems. Purchase it, add to shopping bag. Yeah, alright. Consumers are expected to spend $2 billion on flower. Most popular Valentine's Day gift is roses. 250 million produced for the holiday. 83% of Americans usually give loved ones chocolate or candy. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there for a second. I'm gonna skip right back to what I just read. So, okay, we know that America is the most obese nation in the world. It says 94% of Americans want to receive chocolate or candy for the holiday more than any other gift.
And of those Americans receiving the gift and receiving the candy and receiving the chocolate, guess who it's going to be? Women.
Guess who don't have the self-control most of the time? Guess who are the ones that, let themselves go when they get married? Yeah, look, guys do it as well. I'm not saying that they don't. But we know overwhelmingly, if we're talking, one against the other, the percentage of women that let themselves go post-marriage or post-happiness in relationship is huge. And if you turn around and you say, oh, look, you've been putting on a lot of weight, really worried about your health, they'll say, you don't love me. Oh, you can't believe you're fat shaming me that, you're such a bastard. Right? What about us? What about when you're not attracted to us anymore? What about when you're not attracted to us anymore? Right? Because we put on a bit of a gut, put on a bit of podge, right? And then you walk away and fuck off and take half our shit. Everything we've been working for. Ridiculous. Right? And we're the ones that have been enabling them. I'm not saying you guys, but just in general, men have been the one enabling them for ages. And they've been the ones buying the chocolates, buying the candy, taking them out for desserts, buying them all this food, right? We're enabling women to get fat and, I know I'm going to cop some heat for this, right? I'm not trying to be a dick. But if you enable your partner by way of purchasing them food, which is for the intention of human consumption, that is going to result in them getting fat, then you are also complicit. You have to say no sometimes. You can't just say yes to everything. Because when you say yes to everything, when you say yes to the burger truck, when you say yes to the chocolate, when you say yes to the ice cream, when you say yes to, the going to the dessert place for dinner instead of, having something healthy and lean. Right? And I totally respect that God botherer. You prefer chubby women than skinny women. I'm not a huge fan of super skinny women generally either. I do like a little bit of curve, but I also don't want obese. I don't want the thighs out here, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them out here. Yeah, here, maybe, yeah, not there. Irish, 37, man, 37. Oh, wow. John Kevin says most people in America have Valentine's Day as their anniversary. Exactly. Here we go. Let's continue with this video. 1.8 billion spent on candy. 190 million cards bought by men for women, mostly. $1 billion. Jesus. Wow. I don't know what to say, guys. Don't spend all your money on Valentine's Day on somebody who's not going to give you the same level of appreciation back, right? Because, and look, I'm not saying there's not some women out there who do show appreciation back, okay? But it's very, very rarely at the same level. And don't think you're the exception. And if one day you find out that you are the exception, well then, fuck, man, you hit a unicorn, right? I've never seen a unicorn before. But if you find one, you're going to hang on to that, right? But be aware of the red flags. Be aware of the expectations. All right? This is the wool over your eyes, right? The wool's been pulled over, right? Take the wool off your eyes. Don't let the wool get pulled over it. Right? You've got to learn to say no. You've got to learn. Guys, if every man stood up and said, you know what, babe? For those of you who date or are married, before they go to that stage, right? Is ideally the best time to do this, and say, what do you think about Valentine's Day? Oh, I love Valentine's Day. It's such a nice day. It's so romantic. You got to say, well, you know what? I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day. You know why I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day? Because when I'm the one that's expected to pay for everything, when I'm the one that's expected to give you everything on Valentine's Day, just because it's Valentine's Day, just because it's the 14th of February, right, that's a load of bullshit. You have to tell them. And you have to say, look, if I'm in a relationship with you, and I'm going to choose to do something nice for you, I'm not going to choose to do something nice for you on February 14th because I have to, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Because I have to, otherwise you're going to be the girl in the office that doesn't get the chocolates and flowers. Right? Would you not rather be the girl that, I don't know, September the 23rd, right? Just picking a random number out of thin air. Would you not rather be the girl, the only one in the office on September the 23rd, that gets flowers because you actually looked after your man? Because you actually did something for him? Because you like washed his clothes, you know, can look after him, wash his clothes? Or do whatever it is that he's not that great at doing, that you're good at doing, that you can compliment him on. Right? John Kevin says, what does the man get for Valentine's Day? Sex. Like, you can't get it anyways. Exactly. You can get sex anywhere. Like, women are, I mean, look, guys, you know, when I say the word women, I'm not making a blanket statement, right? Unless I'm saying all women. Valentine's Day, a perfect day for women to make false rape allegations. Exactly. So I guess what I'm saying is, and I actually had a conversation in the comments of someone else's video today, and they were basically shitting on MGTOW for talking about sex dolls. And look, I'm not a sex doll guy, right? Like, I prefer just to, you know, if I'm going to have sex, I'm going to have sex with a woman, right? And I'm not going to pay for it. Right? That's the other thing. You don't pay for it. Because the moment you start paying for it, you've hired yourself a very expensive prostitute. Right? If you're getting into a relationship or dating. And, you know, each to their own. Like, everyone's got their own opinions on that. But that's how I see it. And I don't know, guys. Valentine's Day is just an absolute sham. It is a day for women to have money spent on them for no good reason other than the fact that they have a vagina. So don't be a vagina spending money on vagina. That's all I gotta say. All right, because this here, man, this is not marketed at women so they can buy you chocolates, so they can buy you champagne, so they can buy you Chardonnay, so they can buy you roses, so they can buy you chocolate-coated strawberries. None of this is targeted at you, right? Look who's holding the bunch of flowers. Is that a man? Is that a man? No. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't look like a man to me. Right? So this is the person that's going to be receiving the bunch of flowers from the person who pays for the flowers. And the person that paid for the flowers is not on the front page of this Audi magazine. That's just how it is. Godbotherer says Valentine's Day has been hijacked by married women. It's meant to be about single men finding love. Exactly. You know? And as I was saying before, the comment I had, the discussion I had on some comments on another person's video today. And I'm not going to name that video because I don't want you guys to go and shit on him. Now I've spoken to him, I see where he was coming from. But he was basically shaming MGTOW for talking about sex dolls. And I said, well, look, I don't think that you should be shaming someone for their choice to have sex with a piece of plastic rather than a woman. Like, that's not my personal preference, but that doesn't mean I'm going to shame someone who does. Right? And he came back at me and I said, well, okay, fair enough. Like, I get where you're coming from, mate. But what I have to say to you is most of the MGTOW who talk about sex dolls, most of the people that put videos up about sex dolls are not saying that sex dolls are the answer. They're saying that right now we're paying money. Right? We're paying a hell of a lot of money. We're having our kids taken from us. We're having everything taken from us. Everything we've worked for is getting taken from us by walking sex dolls. Right? Those women who have nothing of value to offer us, nothing of substance other than their vagina. And there's a lot of those women out there. There's a lot of women that have more to offer than just their vagina. But there are a lot of women out there who only have their vagina to offer. And they know it. And they think they got some sort of magical vagina which entitles them to money, to attention, to being spoiled, to cars, to having their bills paid, to free rent, to all of these things. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. So, you know, I think a lot of the discussion about sex dolls is basically just saying to women, you are a walking sex doll to me if you have nothing else to offer other than your vagina. And I'd rather pay X amount of money up front for life to have sex with this, right? Because look, the sex doll is just a sex toy. It's just an expensive sex toy, right? If you go MGTOW, right, and you've gone full monk, you don't have sex with women at all, right? You've got two choices. You can either jerk off, or, I mean, I guess you can get a blowjob as well, but if you've gone monk, it's unlikely you're going to do that because that leads you to the next stage. And Danish, I'd love to get your opinion on this. But, you know, if you've gone full monk and you still want sexual stimulation, it's up to either your hand or a sex toy, right? And exactly, Ninja just said a bigger fleshlight. I was going to mention that. You've either got a fleshlight, or you've got a fleshlight that's part of a body, right? That's part of a latex body. So, I don't know. You know, just you don't got to go for a sex doll, but if you want to, I don't think you should be penalized for that, especially if you've opted out of relationships and you've gone full monk. Metapara says, what about medicine that suppresses your sex drive? That's a really good idea. Exactly, live free. F Cuckentine's Day. Godbrother says, I have no real experience with women, and these women in the female study group didn't want to date me, so my night was awkward as I was giving flowers to women who rejected me earlier. It's harsh, man. Sergey says, this is sometimes how I do it. Go on holiday, cultural holiday, that is. And if there is a cute girl, I hit that. Just triple pack it so you don't get herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, AIDS on your gold. Yeah, I mean, that's the way you could do it. That's the way you could do it. John Kevin said, I'm going full monk till I move to Bangkok next year. Sounds like a good plan, John Kevin. When you do move to Bangkok, hit me up, man. I'm looking to travel maybe next year, hopefully. So it'd be cool to keep in touch with MGTOW all over the globe so that I can actually meet up with you guys and put faces to the names and whatnot. And sorry, I missed the first bit of Godbother's comment. He said, my Bible study group years ago had a study night which fell on Valentine's Day. It was horrible. The single men on the group were spending all the money they didn't have on chocolate and flowers. Exactly. And Riff Magos says, if women truly want gender equality, they'll do away with Valentine's Day. Shout out to Riff Magos. No one gets special treatment, right? Exactly. What's up, Yanling? Anyway, guys, look, I've said this many times before. One of the most important things, one of the most powerful things that you can say to a woman is no. Smash that thumbs up. And don't say no to that. Just do it. So, if you can say no to a woman, if you can say, no, I'm not going to buy flowers, I'm not going to take you skydiving, I'm not going to do all of these things on February 14th and pay maybe even a 50%, 100% surcharge on that experience or that date just because it's February 14th. Right? If they can't accept that you're not going to go and pay all of this extra money for something that there's no real return on investment for, right, that's not the type of woman you want to be with. Right? You want to be with someone who says, oh, you know what? That's smart. That's smart. I appreciate that. This is if you're going to be with a woman, right? You're going to say, all right, I get where you're going with this. Let's go to that same place that we're going to go anyway on a different day, and I can do something to show my appreciation for you, and you can save some money. Right? Because that's the sweet spot. If you're going to go there, right? That's the middle ground. That's the sweet spot. Ninja Nigga says, first we want to fuck, then start to like you, but we have to get to know you and hate you, then fuck you. Yeah, and Rip Mago said, the saddest thing I see is how men are on Valentine's Day. Guys, I am actually doing a Valentine's Day special on Valentine's Day. I'm actually probably going to go into the city where all of the guys are walking around with their girlfriends and wives, etc. All wives, we all dolled up in the dresses that everyone paid for, with all the presents and the flowers. Like, you watch. I'm looking forward to this special. This is gonna be a good video on February 14th. For you guys in America, that should hit for you on February 13th, actually, late night February 13th, or whenever that happens to be. Midi Paris says, Scott, what do you think the collapse is going to look like? What will be the signs? And Yan Ling says, the funniest shit's when some loser spends $100, $200 taking some hoe to dinner and she ends up fucking you and not him. Yeah, look, my view is, Midi Para, it's not going to be quick. It's going to be a slow progress. Yeah, it's going to be very slow progress. But I think that the only way that the society is going to become less gynocentric, in Australia at least, is if enough people vote out the major parties for one of the more conservative parties that actually care about men, that actually care about fairness and care about a balance in relationships. That's the only way it's going to happen, because that's the only way the gynocentric family court is going to get examined. It's the only way that women they're going to stop all this affirmative action bullshit. It's the only way that and Pauline Hanson from the One Nation Party, like her or hate her, I'm not going to get into politics, but I'm just stating a fact here. One of her policies is that she wants mandatory DNA testing at birth in hospitals. And I think that's a very, very good thing, because that's going to stop all the guys getting cucked and all the guys getting fucked over for child support for kids that are not his. And God Botherer. I'm going to finish on God Botherer's comment here. Right? And he's nailed it with this, and he's absolutely right. And this is exactly where I'm going to go for my Valentine's Day, or should I say Cuckentine's Day special, on February 14th, Sydney time. He said, Sydney MGTOW, King Street Wharf is full of horny men looking for some dolled up Sydney slut pussy. And believe me, there's plenty of that. It's gone on Sando the Mando. So I'm just going to read these last couple of comments. Yeah, Riff said it's got to happen on a grassroots level. If more men simply choose to go their own way and unplug from the feminist matrix, it'll change things. Exactly. And women have to get sick of feminism to then vote against feminist politicians. Right? And the only way they're going to get sick of feminism is if feminism causes them to lose men. Right? So they're going to get the shits with feminism, and men are already done with feminism. So when you've got the men and the women who've got the shits with feminism, except for the feminists, then the majority votes out the feminist parties and votes in the conservative parties, and you start to get a bit of balance again. That's my view. Hopefully I'm right about that. Hopefully that will happen. Only time will tell. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to fight, continue to bring this message to you men, continue to spread the MGTOW message. I know I've said a lot in this video, but I'm just kind of tired and really want to go eat, because I'm hungry. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Exactly right, Ran B. Feminists are turning against women. All you have to see is the Formula One grid girls. It's crazy, crazy stuff. All right, guys, peace out. Have a great night. Appreciate all of you. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, if you want to make a donation via PayPal or Patreon, even $1 a month is very much appreciated. I've also got Bitcoin and Litecoin addresses which you can donate to. Thank you very much, Simon Says News. And I have launched a new mentoring program for men. So if you want to check that out, go in the description below, have a look. All right, guys, I'm tuning out for tonight. Peace, and I'll see you tomorrow.